Well, hello everybody. I hope you had the most amazing first day yesterday and that your energy is still pretty high because I have something totally different in store for you today. But by now, I'm hoping that you will have mastered 3 bags, the 3 piles, and get used to working to your timer because that is going to be the secret between you decluttering your house and not. And today I'm going to do something that's going to surprise you. I'm actually going to start in your hall. I want you to declutter your hall. And I do this for a very strategic reason. Your hall is a window to your house. You walk in your door and your hall gives the impression of your house. And every time you come home, if you see a hall where the floor is strewn with school bags and sports gear and vacuum cleaners and console tables are covered in takeaway menus and old posts and flyers and things like that, that's not going to welcome you home. And you're going to walk in the door and your shoulders are going to just fall. And the energy is going to affect you the minute you turn the key in the door. And that's why, okay, we don't have visitors at the moment, but you are the most important visitor to your home. Your family are the most important visitors to your home. So what I want you to do, I want you to start with the floor. I want you to clear that floor 100%. If there's anything sitting on your floor that does not need to be there, by that I mean if it's not furniture, it's gone. And at this point, take your go back basket with you and fill it with things that may belong somewhere else, but they somehow ended up in your hall, and put them back. You can put them back in their proper places. But I'll guarantee you'll find lots of rubbish that can be just binned and discarded. And have your bags here. So if there is something that you can donate to somebody else, well, by all means do that. But I want you to start with the floor, clear the floor. Then I want you, if you've got a chest of drawers in your hall, or if you've got a console table with a drawer in it, I want you to empty out every single one of those drawers one by one by one, okay? And I will guarantee you that you'll find years worth of rubbish there. I know that I did. So I know what I'm talking about. So I want you, but you must do it individually, every drawer individually, and you must take absolutely everything out. Clear the drawer and put back in, clean the drawer, sorry, I meant to say, and then put back in whatever it is that needs to be there. I can remember in our old house, a console table in the hall, I emptied the drawer. It was full of stuff. And all I left there was a set of keys for the front door, and that's the way it stayed. And that's what I want you to do as well. So every single drawer in the hall emptied, okay? If you've got a cupboard in your hall, here we have 2 cupboards as you come in the door, 2 quite large cupboards, double door cupboards for coats. And Anne discovered that all of the coats on the left-hand side of those cupboards were hers. Because the boys are fascinated about this and said, Mom, how could somebody have so many coats? Because you couldn't possibly wear them all. So I want you to look at this. This is a time now to think about maybe coats that can be discarded because they're not fit for purpose anymore. You might have kept them for gardening or something, and you know you never will. You may donate some of them because you're not going to use them again. So they're going to go to the charity shops or to a relative or a friend. And then others will keep, and some will be kept in that cupboard and others might be kept in your wardrobe. But you decide that. But I want you to figure out what needs to be at your front door, what needs to be in your cupboard, what coat will you wear. Look at your children's coats as well. And kids grow so fast, and check out the sizes because many of those coats might be too small for them. And they can also be repurposed, given to a relative, or sent to the charity shops. Get a basket for, or maybe a drawer for kids' gloves and scarves and hats, so that everything is kept together neatly and tidily. What I would love you to do is if you could remove 2/3 of what's in those cupboards and drawers so that you're left with about 1/3 empty. And let me tell you, then when you walk into your house, your brain knows that these cupboards are empty and controlled. You know that the drawers are empty and controlled, and that's a really good feeling, and that's creating karma and a zen-like energy for you the minute you walk in the front door. Now, I know that for many people, the area, that space under the stairs, is a disaster area, and it's not going to be easy to sort out. So that was going to take a little bit longer, but that's okay. But for things like the drawers, or the cupboards, if you set your timer for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and just work religiously against the clock, clear out, put things back, and decide what you're going to do with what you don't need there. That's the secret of it. And you'll find this is a recurring theme. It's going to happen over and over and over in every room and every space that you tackle. It's that easy. Under the stairs is a challenge, yes. Again, I know in our old house, our under the stairs went under the stairs and then returned as well. So it was quite a large space. And things, every so often, I would clear it, but not properly clear it. And then everything, what they say about clutter, clutter just miraculously grows and comes back. So what you need to do, and this is difficult and it's physically hard work, so you may need help to do it. If your kids are home at the moment now, that might be a good time to engage them to help you. But just like yesterday, when you were emptying your drawers in your bedroom, you emptied it completely. So you must take everything out of the space under the stairs, everything. And that's going to cause a bit of mayhem in your hall for the time being, but that's okay. It's absolutely okay. Take everything out, give it a good vacuum and a good clean, and then take a good hard look at what was there, and only put back that which absolutely needs to be there. Maybe you keep your Hoover there. Perhaps you keep your kids' school bags and kit bags and things like that there. If you want, make that space work for you as well. And if you don't have a lot of natural storage in your hall, make the walls of this understairs storage work. Get hooks and have them at different levels for your kids to put and encourage them and even name them or color code them. Same with baskets for under the stairs, so that they can get into the habit. I talked about Maria Montessori yesterday. I'm a great fan of the Montessori method. Everything in its place and a place for everything, because I'm not naturally tidy. I'm married to a man here who actually is obsessively tidy, but I'm not naturally tidy. So I have to work hard at it. And the way I work at it is that I create storage solutions that support me. And it's as simple as that. And let me tell you, when you get that space under your stairs completely clear, it's the best feeling in the world. Space here has actually never been an issue, because from day one, it was under control. And I could walk downstairs now and just open that door and know that it's perfect. And I can see everything that's there, and everything that's there needs to be there. It's easily visible, it's easily accessible. And it's just a pleasure to open it, to be honest. It's a bit like opening a hot press, cupboard when it's really tidy and neat and ordered. I will be doing that later on in the week. But there's joy in doing that. But the miraculous joy is that when all of this is done, and these are small things done collectively, it's easy to empty your drawers. So start with that. A bit more challenging, maybe over the weekend if you want, but do make a start today, because I want this to be fresh in your head, and I want you to have your natural energy at a level that you say to yourself, you know what, I can do this. I can do 20 minutes. I can do 30 minutes. And you will be so, so incredibly surprised by what you can achieve just by doing that. So that timer is your best buddy. It really is. It motivates you. It's not like going for a 10-mile walk. You can actually go and do it. And then if you have energy, you can do a little bit more. But if you get tired, just stop. That is a secret of decluttering, particularly at the beginning, when it almost feels like it's an avalanche, a tsunami of stuff that needs to be cleared. And if you think about it like that, you will never, ever, ever get it done. But if you take a piecemeal approach and a systematic approach and use the little tips that I will teach you, you will tame this beast so, so, so quickly and easily. And I know that sounds awfully simplistic, but it's not. So try it for yourself and let me know how you get on. Down the road, you won't be doing it now. You may consider that investing in custom smart storage for under your stairs made by a joiner or a joinery company who specializes in this is a really good idea. Or maybe it's just a matter of you getting the right baskets and storage containers to have neatly under the stairs, and to encourage your children to have their own basket and for them to take responsibility for that. And if it's small, it can be color coded and you can name them either. So quickly get to know which is which. This is really, really, really important. So when all this clearing is done, if you've got a big mirror in your hall, I actually want you to clean it now until it's absolutely gleaming. And I want you to look objectively at the furniture that you have. So I hope you've got a lamp. If you've got a mirror, that's great. Look at your art, give it a polish as well, polish down all your furniture, clean your lights. And I can tell you that starting with your hall is really important, because every time you come in the front door, you're actually going to be pleasantly surprised by the calm that you meet as you walk in the door. Do something that I do here. I create a couple of years ago, I decided to create a signature scent for our house. So we had the same scent burning throughout the house, same candles, same diffusers. For me, it was Joe Malone. Here it's lime, basil, and mandarin, but it can be anything that you like, anything that you love. But have that as you walk in the door, because that will ground you too. That will bring you down. It will calm you. It will, our memories are all tied up in scents. You remember your mother's perfume. You remember the smell of baking in the kitchen at home. So I want you and your family to walk into your hall, to this gorgeous Zen-like calm hall with absolutely no clutter. I don't care where it goes, but it can't just be moved from the hall to somewhere else in the name of decluttering. You have to seriously think about it. Think about, am I keeping it, or can this go? Am I giving this away to somebody else? Or what am I doing with it? But there are 3 categories, 3 bags, and you will figure out very quickly which one you're going to use, and that's it. And if it's for dumping, you tie the bag and you throw it in the bin. If it's for donating, you tie the bag, and when you can safely move it on to the charity shop, then you will do that. But don't leave it in your hall. I want you to put it in your garage, put it in the boot of your car, put it somewhere, but I don't want it littering up your hall. No clutter, clear floor, clear surfaces, clean mirrors. Have some fresh flowers in your hall to greet you as you walk in the door, because trust me, this is all going to make your mental happiness much more energetic and calmer when you walk in. It doesn't matter that the rest of the house needs to be decluttered and cleared. You've cleared one space and you've cleared the window of the house. So that's what I want you to do. Your hall is really important. As an interior designer, I put a lot of focus into everybody's hall because it welcomes you. It does set the tone and the style for the rest of the house. But it doesn't matter how stylish your wallpaper or your furniture or your accessories are, if what I see when I walk into your hall is a ton of clutter. It's randomly strewn, it's dangerous, and it's upsetting. So today's task is tackle your hall. I am dying to find out how you get on, so do leave me lots and lots of messages even, and I will be back tomorrow with day 3 of our declutter challenge. Okay.